Manchester United just lost to Newcastle 2-0 at Old Trafford. This is their third consecutive home league defeat since 1979. Now they have lost 3 games where they have not scored a goal, and that is since 2015. It was a disgraceful performance from all the team members, including tactical errors from Amorim. Let's break down the game and see how it went. Manchester United have been shite when it comes to defending corners or set pieces, but the 2 goals that Newcastle scored took the misery to another level. Now, if you see here, Isak is trying to make a run where he knows the ball is going to get crossed. Lisandro Martinez does not keep up with him, and finally, Isak lands between Maguire and Lisandro Martinez. He tries to take a jump where either Maguire or Lisandro Martinez could have got a bit closer to him, trying to make things difficult for him, trying to narrow the angle, make sure that maybe even give him a bit of shoulder push. But they do none of that. Isak is completely free to take that header, and he jumps up beautifully and scores the opener in the 4th minute of the game. I think this is a total fault of Lisandro Martinez and Maguire, where none of them, where see, there is no other player to be marked in that area. And Martinez and Maguire, they both are there, and in the middle, Isak is completely free to take the header. This is absolutely horrible when it comes to defending. There is another beautiful chance that Newcastle create where there is a good ball from Bruno Guimaraes just straight to the Isak. Isak makes a beautiful run. He tries to chip in with the goal, but the chip doesn't come out properly, and Onana is able to collect the ball. And this relieves some pressure for Manchester United. However, Newcastle were able to put more pressure, and in just 3 minutes after that Isak chip shot, they were able to take the lead again. They scored the second from Joe Linton, and again, guess where it came from? A header. And this is where I really want you to look at this. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players. There are from Manchester United. Only players from Newcastle, which is Isak and Joe Linton. You can easily mark, so it is 7-2, where a cross is coming in, and you can easily mark 2 players. You have 7 of your players who can maybe at least put some pressure, try to shake off the players and to make sure that they don't get the ball. But it is Lisandro Martinez who tries to square up to Joelinton, and Lisandro Martinez is 5'7". I think either a Dillett or Maguire could have done a better job here. But Lisandro Martinez versus Joelinton, there was only one player coming out of it, and it was Joelinton who gives a beautiful header and gives Newcastle the lead at 19th minute of the game again. Now with the score being 2-0. But I think this was an error in terms of defending, in terms of who is marking whom. It should have been either Maguire or Dillett who should have come closer to Joelinton, trying to make sure that they get the ball from him and not letting him score the header. But it was Martinez, and I'm not sure what is going wrong in terms of how they're managing who is going to mark which player. And there was only one person coming out between Martinez and Joelinton. Newcastle could have easily scored a third from Tonali, where he tries to get the ball, he shoots it, Nonana is completely beaten, but it hits the post and comes back. And Manchester United survive in that moment of the game. In the 33rd minute of the game, we saw something embarrassing again, but this time not from the player or the manager. This time it was from the Manchester United fans at Old Trafford, where they were Zelski was being substituted and Kobe Mainu was being brought in, and the United fans were booing Zelski being subbed off, booing the player who have just got into the team this year, who is a young talent. It would have done wonders for his confidence. And the fans booing him embarrassed him so much that he took his jacket and walked down the tunnel immediately. He was later on, he got back to the bench again, but I think somebody would have gone in and told him like, hey, please come on, like at least you should be on the bench, it is not looking right for the team. So he got back, but it was something very horrible to see, something that I have not seen Manchester United fans, but this was done for Zelski. Even though Zelski was substituted, Højlund was also not pulling up any trees either. He had an amazing chance in the 34th minute of the game where he could have easily scored a goal, but he tries to put it on the far side and it just went a bit wide to the post. There was another chance where Mainu slid the ball beautifully for Casemiro, where he could have taken a bit more time and taken the shot properly, but he rushes the shot and it goes above the keeper, where this could have got United a 1 goal back in the added minute in the first half. United did try to start the second half strong, and the second half was pretty even between two teams, but it was Newcastle who were trying to sit back and trying to hit on counter. There was a wonderful chance in the 59th minute of the game where Maguire puts in a header and the header hits the post and comes back. It falls back to Dillett, but Dillett is not able to capitalize on it. And this was a good chance for Manchester United to at least get a goal back, but that was not to be. With this, the game ended with a 2-0 defeat to Manchester United, with the game being absolutely flat. Manchester United not being able to ask much questions of Newcastle United, and the creativity was nil. And this gives them the third defeat where they haven't been able to score a goal. Now, some stats that you should know. Marcus Rashford scored a brace in the last start for his Premier League game. Since he was dropped off, Manchester United have scored twice in 4 games and are goalless in the last 3. Kobe Mino had an excellent performance, even though I didn't like how Zuski was being substituted and booed by the fans. I think Kobe Mino did have a proper impact because he was really required when Bruno was not there in order to play those killer passes, because Newcastle's strength is in their midfield. And to not start Kobe Mino from the beginning, I think it was a fault and tactical error from Ruben Amorim, where he had 100% over duels won, 96% passing accuracy, 67% long ball accuracy, 8 ball recoveries, 7 defensive actions, 6 passes to the final third, 1 chances created, 1 block. And he really tried to change the game for Manchester United, and he was one of the shining light for them. Now, Manchester United have conceded 18 goals across all competitions in December. This has been the highest since March of 1964, people. 1964. And Manchester United have lost consecutive 3 home league defeats for the first time since 1979. Remember the year 1979. And they have lost 3 consecutive league games without scoring a goal since 2015. I think they are in a mess, a complete mess, and they really need to dig up themselves, trying to pull them up, trying to get something out, trying to grind out results. Something definitely needs to change. Now, if you see the social media, every post, every article, every video is totally towards how the players are not good enough, how Amarim needs to a complete revamp of the squad in order to make his style of play click. Now, I do understand to a bit of extent, but at least he should be getting some results. He should be grinding out some points from the squad that he has. He does not need a total overhaul of the squad, and that is incorrect. He's a manager and he should be able to work with the players that he has and subsequently add players as needed. In the last 8 games that we have played, we have conceded 14 goals, 5 loss, 1 game drawn, 2-1. And Amrim, after the game, he said, if I change all the time, it is going to be even worse. But I understand the players have a lot of difficulties because they spent 2 years playing one way. You can feel it, I can feel it, but I have to sell my idea. I don't have another one, which is something that is a bit disturbing to look at. That you don't have any other clue or any other way that play. At least with the squad, you need to make sure that you grind out some results and parallelly put in the process that you have. Ruben Amorim, I'll continue to do my idea until the end. People are tired of excuses at this club. The club needs a shock. Well, this is a shock with the kind of performance players are putting in and the kind of tactical analysis that Amorim is doing himself. It is a shock to everyone and for all the Manchester United fans. Amorim on strengthening in the next transfer window, we don't have that possibility in January. You know the situation, because Manchester United did spend close to 200 million in the summer. So I'm not sure if they are going to go big in the January transfer. Maybe next summer he gets a chance again. Ruben Amorim, yes, it is embarrassing on the discussing the relegation point. It is also my fault in this moment because I think the team now it is not improved. It is a little bit lost in this moment. It is embarrassing being Man United coach and losing a lot of games. Well, it is embarrassing, and this is a shock in itself. You don't need to shock it anymore. I'm going to make another video where I will try to shed some light on how Amarim is at fault as well. It's just totally not on the players. You cannot have all the players at fault. It has to lie on the manager as well. You cannot be like you're losing all the games, but the coach runs away completely free and all the players are there to blame. In terms of the performance, I think Maguire had a good performance. Lisandro Martinez, I think it's high time for him to go. He's no butcher. He is not able to do anything apart from some long range passes and a couple of short passes and in tackling. But when it comes to defending, Premier League needs good defenders who can jump up high. And for the last 3-4 games, he has been completely horrible when it comes to defending set. I think Onana, he was horrible as well. He is not adding any value to the squad. Dillard, I think it was a bang average game for him, but he's coming back from an injury, so I'll give him a bit of breather. Dallo, I think he needs to go. Ericsson, I think he had a decent performance. Casemiro was also decent, but not that they were pulling up any trees. They were not able to impact the game. It was just that they were able to the game ticking. But when it comes to defensive beauties, when it comes to really playing some ball that would have really cut through the Newcastle defense, that was not there. Mazraoui, I think he doesn't fit in the wing back position. He should be brought back to a right center back position. That's where it's him. In terms of Højlund, Sirski, I think Sirski was substituted. The players that came on apart from Mainu, Garnacho, and Anthony, I couldn't even see him them on the pitch. Mainu was good. He was able to impact the game. Højlund, I think it's better that I don't speak about it. Dallo, I think he had a bit of shine, but he was not able to impact the game as well. In terms of the match stat, United had 0.92, Newcastle 1.94, big chances 2 is to 4, total shots 10 is to 12, goalkeeper saves 2 is to 0, corner kicks 2 is to 3, fouls 13 is to 8, passes 587 to 518. So in terms of position, the game was pretty much even. Tackles 26 is to 19, free kicks 8 is to 30, and yellow card 1 is to 1. Now, do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think that the players are at fault here? Like all the players are not performing and the manager is doing an excellent job. Do you think that is happening? I would really like to know what do you think about those. But that's the video then and there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.